ดีครับผมนัทสาคุปบราเดอร์สนะครับก็วันนี้จะมาสัมภาษณ์คุณเควินเป็นเจ้าของ AAW นะครับคุณเควินเนี่ยมีโอกาสมาเยี่ยมเยียนเมืองไทยแล้วก็ได้มาให้สัมภาษณ์กับเราให้คุณเควินแนะนำสินค้าใหม่แล้วก็โปรดักต์ใหม่ที่จะมาในภายในปี 2019 นี้นะครับ Hello Kevin nice to meet you here okay please introduce yourself to the audience first.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin. I'm from AAW. I founded AAW in 2014, and here today I'm with Nat to introduce you to our latest lineup and also share a few interesting things about myself and my brand.
Okay. Let me ask you the first question. Okay. May I know what inspired you to do AAW?
It's kind of a really long story because I first entered the industry about, let's say, 10 years ago, and initially we were doing cables for in-ear monitors, and at that time the market is really a different thing than what it is today, and we only have a handful of brands and products on the market. Let's say Western and Ultimate Ears at the time. So we were doing cables for those brands, and we were actually the first few brands that made cables for, let's say, UE. And then and fast forward to 2012, and we are thinking of doing a really, let's say, wallet-friendly earphones. CIEM for the market. At the time, most of the entry level CIEMs are around maybe $500, $700 US, and we were thinking of doing something that's easily available for the mass market or even for the, let's say, new artists and professionals and all that. We want to make that possible. So we actually did a collaboration with one brand, and we made a new model which is called Alpis, and it's around $200 CIEM, and has been a huge success. So that actually inspires, okay, since we do have an opportunity right here, and the people are interested in such price range and also this product, that's pretty much the reason why, okay, we're gonna start a new brand, we're gonna do CIEMs ourselves. So in 2014, we started AAW, and we set up a lab in Singapore, and has been the story thus far.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Thank you.
May I know your vision of work?
Vision for it actually comes in many aspects. Let's say when we actually develop a new line of products, so obviously we have a like a position for this product in the market. For example, our A3H, when we actually devise this product, our vision for it is make it affordable, and also relatively fast turnover, and also best quality at this price range. So that's our vision for A3H. And for other models, it actually depends. For example, the Nightingale, when we actually are designing this model, so it's comes a totally different vision, because at the time there's no planar magnetic IEMs in the market. So we come to opportunity, so we can do a special driver and fit into such a smaller housing than most product on the market. And then the decision is very easy. Let's just go ahead and do it. And the vision for this one is to bring a new technology into the market, which is not available before.
Is it a planar magnetic only, right?
It is. It's a 115 millimeter. It's the smallest planar on the market right now.
Okay. Is it easy to drive?
Unfortunately, it requires some serious power to drive.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell us about your new line of products? All of your line.
Okay. Since we are on topic on the Nightingale, so let's go over it really quick. So as I mentioned, this is the first true miniature planar magnetic driver on the market. because we have seen various models on market which are so-called planar earphones, but they are in fact on-ear earphones. They're huge and actually stay on top of your ear. It doesn't go into your ear. So with this new driver, which is 15mm, we can put it into a compact housing, which is demonstrated here is a fully aluminum shell. So actually sits really comfortably in your ear. It's a matter of fact the first true in-ear planar on the market. Yeah. And
can you do CAM for this model?
That is unfortunately no, because planar drivers are really particular on what sound acoustic chamber it was given. Let's say in a CIEM, the acoustic chamber, especially the front chamber, is because it varies from person to person, and this driver will respond very differently. And since we cannot control the sound signature in that sense, we feel it's best we only do it in a universal fit. Yeah.
Okay.
We wouldn't want like one customer super happy with the sound and the other one says, okay, this doesn't sound good at all. Then it's not consistent. Yeah.
Okay. For the next model.
Okay. This aside. Okay. Next model. This is the Mockingbird. It's actually the successor to our previous flagship, which is the W900. So it comes in a similar configuration as the W900. It's 9 driver, 8 span armature, and 1 9mm dynamic. So there has been various improvements in sound tuning and also in the shape of the shell and also faceplate design. And we also gave it a really nice OCC cable here. The brand is called Symphony Tiburon cable, and we feel it completes the sound of the new tuning for the Mockingbird.
Okay. The cable is the new audio.
Yeah, it is.
It's new audio.
Yes. Okay. And finally, this is a highlight of today's.
Okay.
So. This is the Canary. It's one of the first electrostatic IEMs on the market. We have done previously. We have done a Polar electrostatic IEM with Shozi. It's a collection project, and then we figured out with the experience building on that project, actually we designed, tuned a different infrastructure than that one. This the Canary has a so-called isobaric dynamic driver. It's basically a two tiny dynamic driver with opposing diaphragm and pushing against each other. So basically, what this driver does is it actually cancel out the non-linearity in the bass, and then it has obviously has a two electrostatic tweeter, which is actually responsible for most of the frequencies of above 6K hertz, and the mid-range is the bias motor drivers. Yeah. And similarly to the Mockingbird, it comes with a Symphony cable, but it has a different material. It's a hybrid of OCC silver and copper.
Yeah. How difference of the sound character between each model?
This actually that's an interesting question, because as you can see here, the 3 models here, they are of very distinctive driver technology. We have planar, we have electrostatic,
yes,
and we have a BA with dynamic hybrid. This is actually the Mockingbird, which is let's say it's a traditional AAW house sound signature. And once you try it, you'll find, okay, we have a very balanced tuning, deep bass, and also very good treble extension. But for these two, they're completely different than what we used to have. The electrostatic, not to mention with the EST driver, actually the treble extension is really, really far. And it's, let's say, if you're comparing this one to the Mockingbird, it has a slightly more mid-range, and also the bass is a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the isobaric drivers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and for the Nightingale, it's a planar, small planar. So if we look at the frequency response, it's flat.
Flat.
Yeah, really flat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You mean the bass is very tight?
It's tight, not without and without too much quantity.
Uh-huh.
Not too much quantity,
Uh-huh.
and when it's put into this aluminum chamber, actually the chamber actually does change the driver's sound a little bit. The characteristic of the driver is changed as we like tweak with the front chamber size. When we test the driver by itself, the sound of the driver deliver is like a straight line from 5 Hz all the way to the top.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a straight line on the testing machine. But even though that's the ideal sound reproduction, but it's not ideal to human ears.
Yeah.
So that's why we actually tweaked on the housing a little bit, make it slightly slightly more bassy and give some quantity on the mid range. So we'll have it's easier on the ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is for the 3 models, but as I know that you have more lower model,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
What is it? What are they?
We do have a new model for which is serves as actually a flagship of our entry range, which is the ESH. And it's 7 drivers, 6 BA, and one huge dynamic driver is a 13mm graphene driver. So with that being said, the obvious strong suit for this model is the bass. The graphic driver is actually combines because usually when we are talking about 13mm driver, people think, okay, it's huge, it's gonna be slow. But with the graphene diaphragm, it's actually overcame that kind of drawback on a huge driver, and we can have the quantity, have the depth of the bass, but without the slow decay, and it's easier to match with the mid-range and treble BA drivers. So I will not be surprised once the ASH reaches Thailand market, it's going to be the most popular one in our lineup, and I will not be surprised. It had a very, very, let's say, easygoing sound signature, and I think most of the audiophiles they will like that model. Okay. And yeah, then we have our previous and it has been a huge success for us. Is the AXH that's been successful in most markets. It has 4BA and the 110mm dynamic driver, and we also did some retuning to the sound signature, make it I say, because we also listen to our customers, and they give us valuable feedback on how the AS should be sounding, and what can we do to make it even more successful, if you call that. And so the retuning actually focus on the treble. We are making it less aggressive on the treble, so it should be having a very easygoing sound as well.
Okay. So right now, how many models of the new lineup?
We have 6.
6.
So we have covered 5 so far. So the last one will be the E3H, which is our current entry model, and it's also underwent a series of retuning, change of chamber shapes, and minor tweaks to improve its sound. We also give a new cable, new packaging, make it more like appealing to the mass market.
Do you have anything that has not been done and will be doing in the near future?
Yeah, of course. One of the factor that's actually give you success in this industry is to keep moving forward, have a constant innovation and creation in your products, or how you give experience to your new experience to your customers. So that's actually something we are looking at like every day. So the immediate new products, new releases coming up is actually it's going to be called ACH, which is entry range, but with a very interesting driver technology. Actually, one of the trends you are seeing in our products is we have very different driver technologies. We have planar, we have ESD, we have hybrids, we have manual clutcher. So this new one is gonna the ACH is gonna be a piezo driver with a ceramic tweeter, with a BA, and with a dynamic driver. So it's gonna be also be very different from what we have in the rest of the lineup.
Okay. That's it for the creation. Thank you very much for coming here.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
ครับก็ได้สัมภาษณ์คุณเควินเสร็จเรียบร้อยนะครับสามารถติดตามข่าวสารใหม่ๆได้นะครับทางช่องของเราแล้วก็ติดตามไลฟ์อัพใหม่ๆของ AAW เนี่ยได้ภายในประมาณเดือนเมษายนนี้นะครับจะมีเดโมมาที่หน้าร้านก็ขอเชิญให้ทุกๆคนมาลองฟังได้นะครับสำหรับวันนี้ต้องไปก่อนครับขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ